Welcome to my world. Come in.
The first thing you'll see is this huge illuminated photograph. This is an editorial I did years ago. Also in the entrance are some of the awards my brand has won so far. It's so exciting to be recognised by an industry that I love so much. My favourite place to sit in the morning is in front of my pigment wall. I love being surrounded by colour. Every drawer and cupboard is a chromatic treasure trove. I keep every pigment used in colour cosmetics today. Natural, synthetic, organic, inorganic, lakes, dyes, and all the pearls, from iridescent to duochromes to full-on glitter. If I want to recreate a vintage or historic shade or formula, I do also keep a stash of banned pigments. These enable me to get a proper insight into the alchemy of how makeup actually looked in another era.
When I'm working on makeup products or colour, it's a bit like cooking. You can't create an amazing meal if you don't have all of the ingredients on hand. So, if you don't have salt or you don't have spices or herbs, you're not able to make that concoction. It's exactly the same with makeup.
I really love being surrounded by inspirational imagery. It always sparks ideas. I salvaged an original 1970s Woolworth sign and 3 of the letters preside over my fully functional lab. Don't worry, this isn't where the final products are made, but it is where I create the initial formulas. And then once the formula is perfected, we do basic heat testing, and then my babies are sent off to be scaled up in a bigger lab. Another favourite place is my library, where I keep my history, colour and industry books, as well as my vintage magazine collection and all the magazines that contain my own makeup artistry work. So many cover shoots, editorials, celebrity work and memories. And here we have the makeup area. You might recognise the velvet lip sculptures from my first pop-up. This area is the best for lounging and chatting makeup. But as you can see, the mirror is completely surrounded by more of my work. My entire career history is here, from my original portfolio to my first ever business card. Now we're entering the makeup museum. This has been a lifelong passion. I've always been a makeup nerd and have been collecting for over 30 years. This space is deliberately dark and away from windows and UV light. This is because light can damage the pieces. The first stop on entering is this display case. I rotate the pieces regularly to protect them from light exposure. This month, in the first cabinet, I have a snapshot of theatrical makeup history, dating from the late 19th century to the 1940s. Then in the second section, I have an ode to early Hollywood and what the actors themselves and the first studio makeup departments would have been using. The theme in the next cabinet represents the shopping list of the aspirational modern woman of the late 20s and early 30s. In this final section, I have some of my East Asian pieces, like my vintage Shiseido kabuki makeup, 1980s Kanebo mirror, original geisha lip benny, and modern-day Chinese operatic theatre pigments. Continuing into the museum, here's another one of my cabinets.
Well, it's not actually a cabinet. It's a bespoke, handmade trunk on wheels, and I'm obsessed with it. So on this side of it, I keep a display of lipsticks, mainly lipsticks, a couple of nail polishes. And these will just be some of my favourites, some of the real icons. And again, I'll kind of mix it up. In the centre here, it will be always an eclectic mix of a bit of everything. On the left, there are a few other bits and pieces, but they're mainly powder compacts. The drawers are stuffed with treasures. Just look at these Art Deco beauties. The rest of my collection is out of sight, in the safe, in drawers and in cupboards, just waiting for their moment in the spotlight. There are just too many amazing things to include in this video, but here's a little taster. To keep track of what's in storage, I have the museum digitalised. It's a fantastic resource where everything is catalogued and photographed, and we are constantly researching and updating information, including any advertisements that we find or any mysteries that we're able to solve. As well as the historical pieces, I also keep a collection of everything that I personally worked on. Here, for example, is a brand that I created with Shiseido back in the early 2000s. Some of my Boots No. 7 collections, and a selection of some of the beautiful things that I've created during my time at Lancôme. I keep an extensive back catalogue of every brand's best collections and iconic shades from the past 35 years. It really does include anything that caught my eye over the years, or that I felt would be important in the future. And finally, my own brand is always on display. Having designed products and shades for so many brands for so long, it feels so rewarding to see the fruits of my research, knowledge, and passion brought to life. Thank you so much for watching this peek into my working space, and let me know if you'd like to see more.